Forest, a place known for its eerie legends and dark history. The trees are dense, their branches twisting like skeletal fingers in the dim light. A thick fog hangs low, making it hard to see more than a few feet ahead. You can hear the distant rustling of leaves and the occasional snap of a twig. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, you're determined to uncover the truth behind the beast that has terrorized the nearby village for generations. As you venture deeper into the forest, you stumble upon strange markings carved into the tree's ancient runes that seem to pulse with a faint, otherworldly light. The air grows colder, and the forest seems to close in around you. Suddenly, you hear a guttural growl from the shadows. Your heart races as you catch a glimpse of something large and shadowy darting between the trees. You can feel its presence, watching you from the darkness. After hours of searching, you find an old, abandoned cabin. The wooden structure looks as though it has been forgotten by time, with vines creeping up its walls and the windows shattered. Inside, you discover old journals and maps detailing sightings of the beast. The entries describe a creature with glowing eyes and razor-sharp claws that prowls the forest, seeking vengeance for a long-forgotten wrong. You also find a faded photograph of a man who looks eerily familiar. The sun sets, and the forest becomes even more menacing in the darkness. As you study the photograph, you realize that the man in it resembles someone you know from the village. The realization hits you like a cold wave. This man was once a resident who disappeared years ago under mysterious circumstances. According to the journals, the beast was once human, transformed by a curse after a failed ritual. With the truth revealed, you head back into the forest to confront the beast. The fog thickens, and the growling becomes louder and more menacing. Suddenly, the creature emerges from the shadows, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. You face it, armed with the knowledge from the journals and a protective charm you found in the cabin. The battle is intense, with the beast lunging and swiping at you with its claws. You use the charm to weaken it, revealing its true form, a tragic figure forever trapped between man and monster. With the beast subdued, the forest seems to breathe a sigh of relief. The fog begins to lift, and the oppressive atmosphere starts to fade. You make your way back to the village, bringing with you the knowledge of the beast's true nature and the story of its tragic transformation. The villagers listen with a mixture of awe and sadness, finally able to lay to rest the legend that has haunted them for so long. As you settle back into the village, a strange sense of unease lingers. The villagers are grateful but still haunted by the shadow of the beast. One evening, as you walk near the edge of Blackwood Forest, you notice a series of new, unsettling symbols appearing on the trees, symbols that weren't there before. They seem to pulse with a faint, dark energy, almost as if the curse has left a residual mark on the forest. You decide to investigate, hoping to understand if the curse truly has been broken. Armed with a flashlight and the journal's notes, you venture into the forest again. The trees seem to whisper with a cold breeze, and the symbols grow more intricate and menacing as you go deeper. It becomes clear that something is not right. The air feels thick, almost suffocating, and the forest seems to close in on you. As you delve further, you find an old, hidden altar buried beneath the overgrowth. The altar is covered in the same symbols you've seen on the trees, and a strange, dark substance coats its surface. You realize that the altar was the source of the original curse. The ritual that transformed the man into the beast was never fully completed. Some part of it was left unfinished. Suddenly, the forest around you grows darker, and the temperature drops drastically. The beast, or rather its spirit, seems to be stirring. A chilling growl echoes through the trees, more haunting than before. You can feel the malevolent presence growing stronger. The beast's rage and confusion from being disturbed again manifest in the form of a powerful, swirling darkness that starts to consume the forest. With the beast's spirit threatening to reawaken fully, you realize that to finally break the curse, you must complete the unfinished ritual. Using the journal and the notes you found, you gather the necessary items, ancient relics and symbols, and prepare to perform the ritual at the altar. The ritual is complex and requires great concentration. As you begin, the beast's spirit seems to fight against you, causing the forest to tremble and the darkness to grow. You chant the ancient incantations, drawing upon every ounce of strength and knowledge you have. The symbols on the altar glow fiercely, and a fierce wind howls through the forest. As you complete the ritual, a blinding flash of light erupts from the altar, pushing back the darkness. The forest is engulfed in a brilliant glow, and the oppressive atmosphere lifts. The beast's growls fade into silence, and the symbols on the trees begin to dissolve. The curse is finally broken. Exhausted but relieved, you make your way back to the village. The forest behind you is calm and serene, as if it has been cleansed of its dark past. The villagers greet you with a renewed sense of peace and gratitude. The tale of the beast and the curse becomes a part of the village's history, a story of redemption and closure. You leave Blackwood Forest behind, knowing that the evil that once haunted it has been put to rest. The forest, though still mysterious, now carries a sense of calm. The villagers honor you for your bravery and perseverance, and you can finally move on, knowing you have brought peace to both the forest and its people.